Welcome back to the channel. Today we're uncovering one of the most daring and controversial plots of World War II, the assistance provided by Allied intelligence agencies in attempts to assassinate Adolf Hitler. While the idea of removing Hitler from power may seem like a clear solution to ending the war, these assassination plots were riddled with ethical dilemmas, operational failures, and political intrigue. In this episode, we'll explore the covert efforts to eliminate Hitler, the role of Allied support, and the reasons why these plots ultimately failed or were abandoned. Let's dive into this gripping story. The context of the Hitler assassination plots. By the mid-1940s, many within Germany, including disillusioned military officers and political insiders, recognized that Hitler's leadership was leading the country to catastrophe. Resistance movements, such as the July 20th plot, emerged, determined to eliminate Hitler and negotiate peace with the Allies. While most of these conspiracies were initiated by Germans, the Allied powers, particularly MI6, British intelligence, became indirectly involved in some attempts. The goal was to use these plots to destabilize Nazi leadership, potentially hastening the end of the war. Allied assistance in the plots. MI6's role in early assassination plans. British intelligence explored various methods to assassinate Hitler. These included planting snipers during public appearances and using explosives disguised as everyday objects. MI6 operatives provided limited technical support and intelligence to resistance groups, but stopped short of directly carrying out an attack. Reluctance to fully commit. Despite considering assassination as a strategy, Allied leaders, including Winston Churchill, ultimately hesitated to fully support the plots. Their reasoning was that Hitler's poor military leadership was hastening Germany's defeat, and removing him might lead to a more competent successor who could prolong the war. Supplying resistance networks. The Allied Special Operations Executive, SOE, supplied German resistance groups with weapons, explosives, and communication tools. This assistance was vital for plots like the July 20th assassination attempt, led by Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg, which came closest to success. The dirty side of the plots. The assassination plots were fraught with moral ambiguity and operational risks. Assisting German officers who had served under Hitler posed an ethical dilemma for the Allies. Were these conspirators genuinely fighting for justice, or were they simply trying to salvage Germany's position in the war? Additionally, the potential for failure raised concerns. An unsuccessful assassination attempt could result in even harsher Nazi crackdowns on civilians and resistance groups, as was seen after the July 20th plot. This risk made full-scale Allied involvement a strategic gamble. Why the plots failed. Despite numerous attempts, Hitler survived every assassination plot against him. Key reasons include meticulous security. Hitler's movements were tightly controlled, and he rarely followed predictable routines. Operational errors. Many plots were foiled by technical issues, poor timing, or betrayals within the resistance. Fate and luck. For example, in the July 20th plot, a bomb placed by Stauffenberg exploded, but Hitler survived due to the table absorbing much of the blast. Legacy and impact. The assassination plots, particularly the July 20th plot, became a symbol of moral resistance against tyranny. Although they failed, these efforts demonstrated that even within Nazi Germany, individuals were willing to risk their lives to oppose Hitler's regime. For the Allies, the indirect support provided to these conspiracies underscored the complex ethical decisions faced during wartime. The plots also highlighted the difficulty of removing entrenched leaders through covert means. The Allied assistance with Hitler assassination plots reveals the dark and complex realities of wartime intelligence. While these efforts were ultimately unsuccessful, they remain a powerful testament to the courage of those who opposed tyranny from within. If you found this deep dive into history insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content. Let us know in the comments if there are other covert operations or historical events you'd like us to explore. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.